Welcome to my tarot card reading for Sagittarius 2015. Sagittarius, we have here the opening of your tarot card reading. We have Ogba and we have Issue. Notice that both are upside down, which is signaling what we call Osokbo, challenges, obstacles, threats, difficulties during 2015. Okay, you probably have to work harder than many other people, especially during this year, 2015, to obtain what you want. It's also reminding us, Sagittarius, that during 2015 you might regret something that you did in 2014 or something that you're going to do during this year, especially probably at the beginning of the year. Who knows? You will know better than I do. This is a general reading, but it's letting us know that there is a feeling of regret and the possibilities or a desire of isolating yourself. Isolating yourself could be good if you use that time to think and analyze what you did, why you did what you did, how you did it, what you did, how, why, all those questions, and what you can do about it. Now, if you use that energy to just sit down and indulge in self-pity, which leads to depression, then that's not the right way, that's not the right course, the route to take. And then it's counterproductive. Okay? We have Issue and Nova, like I said. Therefore, my best advice during 2015, my dear Sagittarius, is place a little bit of honey at the entrance of your home. You can put a little bit of cinnamon sticks and a little bit of white rum next to the main door, main entrance of your home. Okay? That's to help you sweeten up your life and the situations during 2015. You can also create a little flag. I don't want a huge flag like United States flag, Puerto Rico flag, or Panama flag, or England flag. Get the picture, right? Something small that you can place at the entrance of your house, that you can hang it at the door, something cute, something small. Okay, am I being clear? Okay. Now, that flag is half red, half black, and should be riveted by something pink. Okay. That's for you. That's to help you bring good energy to your house, to your life during 2015, my dear Sagittarius. Let's pay attention to the rest of the reading. Sagittarius, we have here the first trimester of 2015 for you. The first trimester is all about a situation. It's talking about a situation that you got into, that you jumped into because you just wanted. You were not blind. You made yourself blind. You just closed one eye and you just did what you wanted because you were stubborn, because that's what you wanted. You knew the consequences, but you didn't care. You just did it. Okay? And that is depicted by the 8 of Swords. that is going to be manifested during the first month of the year, January. Okay, that energy is manifested there. But when we look at how the cards are laid down, it's letting us know that some way, somehow, you will start realizing where you got into. And that desire of liberation, of breaking free, is going to start to settle in, is going to sink in during the first trimester, especially during the month of February. Okay? Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is letting you know, especially in the month of March, new projects, new things, new beginnings. This card also represents Sagittarius. It represents you. Therefore, the first trimester is about being liberated, if that's the right word. Is when you separate, you become independent from whatever situation you jump in. It could be that you sign a contract, considering that this also represents Sagittarius. You sign a contract. It could be a marriage. Remember that marriage is also a contract. It could be a contract. It could be a business that you got into and you knew that this was not a great idea, but you just did it. Okay? Remember how I started at the beginning with the opening. So we have that energy manifesting there. But finally, some way, somehow, the first trimester is letting us know that you are liberating yourself from it. You break free from it. You, I shouldn't say split, but you finally become independent. If it is a business that you got into, some way, somehow, you find a way to become independent. And you start a new project. That new project, you start working really hard. That's what the tarot cards are saying. You work really hard. We have to see that also that Sagittarius, the Chariot of Sagittarius, which is the Prince of Wands, the Page of Wands, is also here. Jupiter and the North Node. So letting us know that this first trimester, you're working really hard on this new project. It could be related with philosophy, spirituality, religion, whatever is what sets you free, or whatever you do to become more independent, is going to push you into a direction of number one, spirituality, religion, philosophy. Number two, traveling. Number three, laws. This could represent lawsuits, courts, judges, etc. But all that is contemplated during the first trimester. During the second trimester, we have the Three of Cups, the Nine of Staff, and the Five of Swords. The best advice I can give you during the second trimester is, with whatever you do, it sounds like you are going to become a member, you are going to have new friends or meetings, you're going to start to socialize, etc., etc. Just be careful with whom you put your trust. Be very, very careful. What you say, what you believe, okay, what you're told, whatever advice you're given, be very careful. The tarot cards are saying and insinuating that during this time of the year, you should be very, very, very careful, very worried about this. You should be on the defensive mode. Either way, you are going to be on the defensive mode. All is going to be triggered by this socializing, these groups, clubs, associations, whatever, circle of friends. You're going to feel very upset. You're going to feel like someone stabbed you in the back. You're going to feel like you lost a big war or a battle. That's the kind of feeling, failure. It's going to be a very upsetting energy during the second trimester of 2015, my dear Sagittarius. And I'm telling you for second or third time, once again, be careful whom you trust. Be careful to what type of group or associations you put your trust. And I'm saying that because Oba came on the opening. Okay? That's the best advice I can give you, because the energy manifesting during this second trimester is a very erratic energy. It's chaotic, and it seems like you're going to try really hard to make things stay as they are. Okay? If this is referring to becoming part of a new family, then you should know what to expect. Anyway, anyhow, you're going to be working really hard to make things keep as they are. The energy is very erratic. Okay? And then we have the Prince of Wands, Jupiter, North Node with Sagittarius Chariot, the Prince of Wands, influencing the first semester, and by consequence influencing the second trimester. So what we are going to see here is, my dear Sagittarius, is a very strong erratic energy, and your best way to deal with it is with spirituality, philosophies, religion, laws, and traveling. Okay, so my best advice is take a trip, take a mini vacation, especially during the second trimester. You probably need time to wind down. Okay, that's the best advice I can give you for your second trimester 2015. Sagittarius 2015. This is your third trimester. Third trimester. The third trimester, we have the King of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Sagittarius. We have the King of Cups. Let's start with that. It represents Cancer. If we see it that way, Cancer is letting us know that the third trimester is about family, home, okay, and emotions. It's letting us know that emotionally is going to be a very unstable trimester, especially for July. Very unstable, upsetting probably, or depressing. Isolation is highly probable, even more during this time of the year, during the third trimester, because notice how many cards are upside down. So the tendency of isolating yourself is heavily marked during the third trimester. Involution, introspection, a lot of thinking, a lot of analysis, especially considering that Mercury, Gemini, Virgo is influencing also this trimester. This chaotic energy is also influencing this trimester. So you have to be into a lot of brooding. It's going to be very exhausting for you. And probably that's why you need time to back off and take a deep breath, relax, take time to meditate and analyze your whole life, because you're going to need it during the third trimester. Okay? Family matters, Cancer, okay, is all here implicit. Then we have the Two of Cups, letting us know that there's a rupture, divorce, sigma, whatever you want to call it, separation, manifesting during the third trimester. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Things are not moving, there's no growth. Therefore, the third trimester is all about a split separation. It could be the contract that I'm talking about. I'm very inclined that this reading is mostly related with family matters. If it is family matters, it's going to be a divorce or a separation that is on the air, and you probably knew it, but you signed the contract, you got married, whatever, and now you are suffering the consequences. Okay? And if it is not relationship oriented, if it is any other kind of contract, work, business, partnership, association, venture, investment, whatever it is, the contract that you got into is letting us know that it's going to come to an end. Okay? Things are not going to work. They're going to get stagnant. Okay? That's the energy. It's going to be a very erratic energy, and it's going to finally emerge and manifest, materialize during the third trimester. Okay? The Saint Michael is influencing this card also, and notice that it's upside down as well. So it's finally the specter, the ogre of whatever that you fear the most. It finally shows up during the third trimester. You cannot keep controlling, trying to keep everything under control. Okay? That's what we have for the third trimester. The second trimester, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Five of Cups. My dear Sagittarius, there's going to be a lot of resistance to change, especially during October. Resistance, be it because fear, which is obvious. You see the specter, you're seeing what is going on, all this energy and how things are like practically falling apart, and you are resisting the change. You don't want the change, you're resistant. But finally, your idealism collapses. You become more practical, more realistic, especially during November. If you're still daydreaming, it's time to wake up and smell the coffee. My dear Sagittarius, you cannot keep being so idealistic and not so practical about everything. Otherwise, you are going to be repeating the same vicious cycle. Okay? The thing is, it seems like you learned your lesson, because the second trimester, the last trimester, I'm sorry, the last trimester is all about overcoming that grief and concentrating in what is left. Okay? It's like you just turn around and you see, I cannot keep weeping, cannot keep grieving for something that I just lost. And you just turn around and concentrate in what is left. Okay? My best advice is that you really need a vacation. You probably will need 2 vacations during 2015, my dear Sagittarius. But this is your reading, my dear Sagittarius, for 2015.